the channel for westerns and more.
Supposing I don't tell you. Then what?
Where is he? Where is he?
Golden Era Westerns. Them's was the days. Running from the 1930s up to the end of the 50s, otherwise known as the Golden Era. In our case, the peak of the Western genre, spawning great directors, actors, and movies, even TV series in the 50s. There was a hunger for the authentic stories and characters of a time when the US was moving west to an unknown frontier to face the dangers and promise to make a better future. Today, I will dig up some examples of Western movies that represent this time in history. If you enjoy this video, hit notification to get my new videos. Check out my channel and Facebook page. The links are in the description below. Okay, line them up. Here we go. Stagecoach, 1939, directed by John Ford. This Western revitalized the Western genre and stars John Wayne in his breakout role, a great ensemble cast of actors.
If you'll take my advice, ma'am, you won't take this trip.
My husband is with his troops in Dry Fork. If he's in danger, I want to be with him.
All right, folks.
Hey, Curly! Why don't you take the cuffs off the kid? He's mighty handy with a gun.
You drive them horses. I'll take care of the kid.
The man works all his life to get hold of some money so that he can enjoy life, and has to run into a trap like this.
Trap, brother? You mean the Apaches? There's been no sign of them.
You don't see any signs of them. They strike like rattlesnakes.
You talk too much, Gatewood.
Don't, Fritz, don't, please.
Take it easy, Gatewood. We may need that fighting before we get to the ferry.
You wouldn't be much good in a fight, you jailbird.
Oh, leave the kid alone. He's handcuffed.
You didn't answer what I asked you last night.
Look, kid, why don't you try to escape?
I gotta go to Lordsburg. Why don't you go to my ranch and wait for me?
Wait for a dead man.
Left town, Harvey's quit, and I'm having trouble getting deputies.
High Noon, 1952, directed by Fred Zinnemann. A real-time, tense Western about a town marshal facing a deadly threat alone. Gary Cooper earns a well-deserved Oscar.
Train when it leaves here.
I've got to stay.
Why must you be so stupid, Will? Have you forgotten what he is? Have you forgotten what he's done to people? Have you forgotten that he's crazy? Don't you remember when he sat in that chair and said...
A terror-stricken town left him to face 4 killers, single-handed. With every swing of the pendulum, with every second, a man's life ticked away. Never have so few moments held such excitement.
Miller!
Shane, 1953, directed by George Stevens. A tale of a lone gunslinger who becomes a protector and more of a homestead family. Virtue and morals learned here.
Of its moving human drama. Drama that began when a mysterious stranger rode in from out of nowhere to play a decisive role in the lives of these rugged pioneers.
Call me Shane.
Fascinated the boy with the glint of his gun.
We'd all be much better off if there wasn't a single gun left in this valley.
A gun is as good or bad as the man using it.
From the clash of elemental forces, George Stevens has created a motion picture unforgettable for its spectacle and scope, its great human story, its deadly conflict.
I've heard about you.
What have you heard, Shane?
I've heard that you're a low-down Yankee liar.
From the thrilling pages of life rides a man you must fear.
The Searchers, 1956,
A man whose
another John Ford
unconquerable will and
cinematic
boundless
masterpiece,
determination
with
carved
John
a
Wayne
lusty,
exploring
rough, and
themes of
boisterous
obsession,
slice of history
family, and
called
redemption.
The Searchers. John Wayne is Ethan Edwards, who had a rare kind of courage, never thinking of himself as martyred, never thinking of himself as brave.
So we'll find him in the end, I promise you. We'll find him.
Here is a story of a man, hard and relentless, tender and passionate, of people who dared to challenge a hostile land.
What you saw was a buck wearing Lucy's dress. I found Lucy back in the canyon.
What was she?
What do you want me to do? Draw you a picture? Spell it out? Don't ever ask me. As long as you live, don't ever ask me more.
Go, Martin, please.
Stand aside, Martin.
No, you don't, Ethan. Ethan, no, you don't!
Stand aside. Looks like you got yourself surrounded.
Yeah, and I figure on getting myself unsurrounded. Let's go!
Mr. Davies will tell you what's happening here tonight. He's a good man and has done everything he can for me.
The Oxbow Incident, 1943, directed by William A. Wellman. 3 men are taken, accused of rustling and murder, by a posse determined to bring frontier justice. A complex drama with a dark message.
Lynching? Remember, this ain't just rustling, it's murder. Wait a minute, men. Don't let's go off half-cocked and do something we'll be sorry for. We want to act in a reasoned and legitimate manner, not like a lawless mob.
Thought you liked excitement. I got nothing particular against hanging a murdering rustler, just I like doing it in the dark.
A hanging? Well, what have we done?
With your permission, gentlemen, we'll wait till daylight.
Aren't you even going to tell us what we're accused of? Rustling. Ever hear of it? Rustling. And murder.
Murder? You got any doubts, Teddy? I say let's call off this party. This is only slightly any of your business, my friend. Remember that? Hanging's any man's business that's around.
Even in this godforsaken country, I've got a right to a trial.
You're getting a trial that 28 are the only kind of judges murderers and rustlers get in what you call this godforsaken country.
So far, the jury don't like your story.
I sure wish we was well out of this here business. It's a way of spending time.
This man taking on himself the vengeance of the Lord.
Think the Lord cares much about what's happening up here tonight?
Listen, man. I'm not trying to obstruct justice. But just as this young man says, this is a farce. And it'll be murder if you carry it through. All he's asking is what every man is entitled to. A fair trial.
You got to go there by yourself. Oh, you got to stand before your maker. You got to stand there by yourself. Nobody here can stand for you.
Red River, 1948, directed by Howard Hawks, depicting a cattle drive with themes of leadership, romance, loyalty, and tough individualism.
You know what you're up against. We got 1,000 miles to go. 10 miles a day will be good. 15 will be luck. There'll be no quitting along the way, not by me and not by you.
Try and tell me what to think. I'll take your orders about work, but not about what to think.
You think I'm to blame for that?
Just as sure as you're sitting there.
Especially when they're not good enough to finish what they start. Now go on, speak up. Say it and you can join your friends here. You should have let him kill me, because I'm gonna kill you. I'll catch up with you. I don't know when, but I'll catch up. Every time you turn around, expect to see me. There's one time you'll turn around and I'll be there.
Well, we sure want to thank you, Mr. Earp. Wyatt Earp. What? You're not by any chance the marshal from Dodge City?
My Darling Clementine, 1946. A stylized interpretation of the gunfight at the OK Corral, directed by John Ford. Great performances from all.
Is always the sweetest from under a broad sombrero.
Told you to get out of town and stay. We're through talking, Marshal. My advice to you is start carrying your gun. That's good advice.
Here's mighty entertainment that combines the exciting action of reckless pioneer days, romantic conflicts of men and women who led perilous lives, lusty humor of those who dared tears, and the breathtaking beauty of scenes filmed in the magnificence of the Great South.
Seems they knew all about your Springfields being single shot.
You mean they had repeaters?
Yeah.
Winchester 73, 1950. Directed by Anthony Mann. A story centered around a prized Winchester rifle passing through different hands, starring James Stewart, with a couple early appearances from the likes of Rock Hudson and Tony
Universal
Curtis.
International has assembled a matchless cast. James Stewart, whose personal feud led to one of the grimmest manhunts ever filmed. Shelley Winters, trigger sharp and dangerous in her own way. Dan Duryea as vicious Waco Johnny Dean, who killed to get the gun. Stephen McNally, brutal, deadly, who wanted the rifle to slaughter men.
Sound like an Indian trader, but with all that smoke in the hills and you with no gun. Why don't you shh?
The man's right. Give him a gun. Supposing I don't tell you. Then what?
Where is he? Where is he?
Just in case you...
I know how to use it. I understand about the last one.
The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, 1948. Directed by John Huston. Though more of a Western adventure, it explores greed and human nature in the desert. John Huston stated that working with his father on this picture and his dad's subsequent Oscar win were among the favorite moments of his life.
The old-timer, Curtin, the youngster, and Cody, the intruder. These are the men who tried to tap the treasure of the Sierra Madre. With an oath on their lips and muscles in their arms, men with greed in their hearts, to break their backs, to sell their very souls for gold, fighting shoulder to shoulder against the forces of nature, only to find their greatest enemy is human nature.
Shut your trap! Shut up or I'll smash your head flat! Go ahead, throw it! Without me, you two would die here more miserable than rats.
Leave him alone. Can't you see the old man's nuts?
You're so dumb you don't even see the riches you're treading on with your own feet. you can.
The better as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to keep that dame waiting, whoever she is.
We wounded this mountain. It's our duty to close her wounds. The least we can do to show our gratitude for the wealth she's given us.
You talk about that mountain like it was a real woman. You've been a lot better to me than any woman I ever knew. I know exactly what you mean. You want to take it all for yourself and cut me out. I know you for what you are. A long time I've had my suspicions about you. Now I know what the game is at informing. I knew you was an informer. I knew it all the time.
Take a look down that mountain. This means all our funerals.
What's that?
I'm right in what I'm thinking. May the Lord be with us. And that soldiers...
Rio Bravo, 1959, directed by Howard Hawks, starring John Wayne and Dean Martin. A favourite of John Wayne fans, for good reason.
And it's once-in-a-lifetime combination of today's hottest star names. You've seen nothing like them together, and here at Rio Bravo, nothing can tear them apart.
Not even a thank you do I get.
Maybe you're right, Stumpy.
Huh?
You're a treasure.
Well,
I don't know what I'd do without you.
well,
Tired, aren't you, John T? I can fix you a nice hot bath.
All I want is a drink.
Then, this is all I can do for you?
I told him you were one of the best.
I'll tell you what I'm a lot better at, Mr. Wheeler. That's minding my own business. No offense, Sheriff.
Where are you going?
get your hands off.
I said, where are you going?
You got no use for a man you can't depend on. One bad night and I'm done for.
Better go easy on that stuff. That makes 3 you have.
Yep. You'd be lying, because that's what I am, a soft-headed idiot. There isn't any other explanation for staying around here and inviting myself into this.
With John Wayne, Dean Martin, and Walter Brennan here. And a new girl, Angie Dickinson.
Tell him about Ricky Nelson.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Come and see us.
Honourable mentions. Jewel in the Sun, 1946, directed by King Vidor. The Big Country, 1958, directed by William Wyler. 3:10 to Yuma, 1957, directed by Delmer Daves. Angel and the Bad Man, 1947, directed by James Edward Grant. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit notification to get my new videos. Check out my channel and Facebook page. The links are in the description below. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon. The channel for westerns and more.